Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 2022 Youth and Adult Conference info session. During this session, we hope that we can show the many and vast parts that make up our conference and why it's so much fun to attend and be a part of every single year. For those of you who have not met me, I'm Emily Carswell, and I have been the convention coordinator for the NDSC since 2019. I focus primarily on the Youth and Adult Conference and the exhibitors every year. However, this is not a job that I do alone. Every year, we have a team of very dedicated volunteers who pour their time and their hearts into providing you with the best speakers and the best resources available. So I'll take a minute to introduce each one of them in our current Y&A team. Beginning in the top left corner, we have Angelica Camacho. We have Dave Donahue, David and Debbie Hips, Marilyn Tolbert, Gracie Williams, Mary Ferkel, Courtney Kinson, Taylor Mounts, Colleen Donahue, and Karina Mencius. These are the smiling faces that you'll see next year at the Y&A conference. So the Y&A conference is structured very differently from the general conference. The Y&A conference itself is open to any individual with Down syndrome, ages 15 and up. Our self-advocates that are younger than 15 actually take part in our kids camp. And we will do a deep dive on each of the things that make Y&A, but our brief overview begins with workshops and spotlights. So in Y&A, there are two types of presentations that you can submit. You can submit a proposal for, sorry. Our workshops are 45 minutes long, and they're made up of a presentation and an activity. When you sign up to give a workshop, you are signing up to give this workshop anywhere between 1 and 3 times, depending on the number of workshop rotations that we have for that conference. So you would only give it once per rotation. When you submit your proposal, you will need to identify a support person that will be able to come to convention with you and help you present your presentation. So pay special attention when selecting your support person. We also love to include resources and handouts for our workshops. So if you give one, please consider providing something for your participants to take home with them. Our spotlights are much smaller and are often a great jumping off point for our self-advocates who want to practice presenting and maybe one day present a workshop. Our spotlight presentations are only 5 minutes long and include a 10-minute Q&A with the audience. You will have the support of our volunteers and our team to help relay questions to you, help guide you through your answers and things like that. And a lot of times our spotlights are accompanied with a couple of slides, maybe in a presentation or maybe a poster. Now for a short deep dive of the rest of our conference. This is probably my most long-winded slide that I have. So the kickoff party is just that. It's a kickoff party. It takes place before Y&A even begins and is filled with activities, words from our self-advocate board members, and other speakers. Every year we choose a theme, and this party introduces the theme to the rest of the convention. We also host a college fair full of colleges ready to give you information on their individual programs. This is an awesome way to see your options and to meet the representatives in person from each of the colleges that we welcome during college fair. Next, we have our self-advocate board member campaigns. So on our board of directors, we actually have 3 self-advocate board members that serve 3-year terms. And every year, a member will roll off of the board leaving a spot open for someone new. And before convention begins, you will see us begin to post about nominations for that open seat. So you will be able to nominate yourself or your friends, and then the team will choose individuals to participate in a campaign. And don't worry, you'll be notified long in advance so that you can make your campaign slogans and your posters. But you will campaign before the kickoff party. And then we will vote during the kickoff party so that the individual will be named to the board during convention. All right, what's next? Speaking. So since you now know the difference between a workshop and a spotlight, you need to know how you can actually become a speaker. So to be a speaker, you can go onto our website, that's ndsccenter.org, and click the call for speakers link. You'll see up at the top, you'll see the annual convention tab. You'll click that, and then you'll click call for speakers. It'll have a little plus sign, and then you'll drop it down to Y&A Conference, and the submission link will be right there. And if you have any problems, feel free to reach out and I'll shoot you the link. So you can fill out a proposal and submit it to us that way through the link. But if you don't want to speak and you just want to participate somehow, you also can join in our talent show. This will include many hosts of talent, and you will have the chance to sign up during your registration. So be sure to keep on the lookout for that. Every year, we also host our 3-2-1 dance. We will have a DJ or a band, and you will wear your best clothes, most likely within the theme, and spend hours dancing and laughing with your NDSC family and friends. And lastly, and arguably one of my favorite parts about our Y&A conference is the memory book. We do this annually, and the Forney family works with us to collect your information and print it within a memory book, which is kind of like a yearbook. You will have the opportunity to submit a photo, answer some questions, and then you will get your own contact information stickers to put your stickers within your friends' memory books. So that is also going to be included in your registration. So please be on the lookout for that. So here is an overview of the topics that the Y&A team sent out in our 2022 call for speakers. Of course, these topics are simply a jumping off point, and we love to hear your own presentation ideas. You all have such vast knowledge and experience on different things, so we do not in any way want to limit you to just a couple of topics. But let's go over those together. We would love to see proposals on marriage and dating, aging, healthy habits, stress relief, self-protection, career advice, independence, advocacy. Really, the list just goes on. And on this slide, you can kind of see some examples of each of those things. And if you need to double back to this, you can also find this in the call for speakers tab on our website. Awesome. So finally, our proposal form will be open through the end of the day on January 4th, 2022. This is an extension because the original deadline was December 1st, 2021. So we hope that you'll take some time with your families over the holidays and brainstorm ways that you can be involved with us for 2022. And that would be awesome. We would love to have you. But should you have any questions or you need anything or need any help, please feel free to email me at emily@ndsccenter.org. And now I'll open up the floor for questions. Thanks for listening, everyone.